Hi everyone, I'm Susan Mulvihill. Welcome back to my garden. Boy, am I having a dilemma. Here it is, late March. It's still way too soon to plant anything, but I'm really missing my salad greens. Now during the winter months, we use our little hoop house to grow them. And of course they are done, so I don't have any more salad greens coming. But I have a way to get around this little dilemma, and that's what we're going to do today. 2 weeks ago, I started some lettuce plants from seed and also some sorrel. And I really wanted to get them in the garden. Now, if you don't recall, I am in zone 5B. And so typically I wouldn't get these planted for another 2.5 weeks or so. But I have a new toy, and I think I'm going to be able to have lettuce way before anybody else. And isn't that fun to have a competition with your fellow gardeners? This is a new product from Gardener's Supply that I was dying to try. It's called the Cool Weather Row Cloches, and it comes in a set where you get 3 of these lengthwise sections and then 2 ends, one for either end. And in the top there are little vents that you can adjust so that it doesn't get too hot or too cold underneath here. It also has little drainage holes in the top, so if it rains, your plants will still get watered, which is great. Now, I always love to push the envelope as far as when I'm getting my plants in the garden, and this will give me the opportunity to have lettuce much earlier than usual. Now, one thing I wanted to clarify is the word cloche. It is French for the word bell. And if you think of a traditional cloche, it looks like a bell-shaped covering that you put over a plant, and it's to protect it from the weather, maybe early in the season or late in the season. And so that's where the word cloche comes from. Now it's so early in the season, we haven't even turned on our water system yet or put the individual drip lines in place on our raised beds. And my plan is to carefully monitor the soil moisture under the cloche while it's there. But once the weather warms up enough to where I can remove the cloche, I'm going to carefully slip the drip system onto this bed. Now, when you're transplanting seedlings, it is so important that you not pull them out by their stem. And that's because it will crush the cells along the stem, which will either kill the seedling or it will make it very hard for it to move moisture and nutrients back and forth in the plant. So I'm just going to use a little screwdriver to carefully lift it out. And then I've got a little hole here. I'm going to plant it and push the soil around the root system so there's no air pockets. Here's the next plant. Just put it in the hole, hold it in place, move the soil around it, and press it down to remove air pockets. Very simple. Now I have just planted the seedlings where I know the cloche will cover, and the next step is to water them in well because I want to make sure that they get off to a great start. And they might look a little floppy right now, but they will perk up. Now I want to put the cover in place over them. And boy, we've got a rainstorm that's heading this way, so I better work fast. Okay, and they interlock, which I like. Here is the end. And the other end. Now all the way around the cloche system there are little holes, and it comes with pins, and you just stick it down through the hole, push it into the soil, and kind of anchor it. Okay, it's anchored down really securely. Time to grow, little plants. Boy, I can't wait for my first salad. I'll keep you posted on how everything is doing, and happy gardening.